Ben, I mean, you a fan of this show?
Ha.
I'm I'm not mad at it. You know, it's like, okay, has there been any Marvel show I've been mad at so far? No, I've been mad at more of the films.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
can see that. I can see
A lot of folks hated or had a problem with Falcon and the Winter Soldier.
Wow, really?
I saw a lot of folks be like, just didn't feel it. A lot of folks just didn't.
I'm not the biggest fan
response. Yeah, a lot of folks didn't like that jump.
I wasn't like, that's not my top one, but that's what the Flash. I mean, there is some of that I absolutely love. Like, I mean, I absolutely love U.S. Agent John Walker. You know,
right.
John Walker out is my dog. Like the way he represents and all that, I loved it. And yeah, the Flash Smashers were hilarious in their villainy. They suffered this problem where it's like characters just have to do something ridiculous so people see them as the villain, where they they blow up a hospital, and like Gravik is even more extreme with that, and that's kind of my issue with it. I don't think Gravik's plan at all makes any sense, and it's like he could achieve what he wants. He's already won, and he's like, now he's gonna lose because he can't see that. And that's why I don't get it. It just
a good point.
Oh yeah.
Well, because you would figure if this was G.I. Joe, right? And Cobra,
they've infiltrated.
At some point, the plan is to infiltrate and be able to make moves within the government. And a lot of the time do it where people didn't even see it, kind of like Hydra. I didn't think about that, the fact that they infiltrated just so they could cause a war.
I mean, me and my man were talking about it, and like he's like, okay, I get it. Like Gravik and me and Tatiana said this on the last week's episode, because I was talking about how you know, you've been here 30 years and you don't appreciate Beyonce. You know, 30 years on Earth and you can't appreciate the genius of Beyonce. Right. And you want to blow that up. I can't grok with that, right?
But the counterpoint to that is tag team Nelly, all the awful rap acts that we've ever had.
I love Nelly. There's be no disrespect to Nelly.
I love
all disrespect to Nelly.
I'll say this grammar from day one, Nelly. I was the one. That hoe used to clear the dance floor, and I used to play it again and again. Shout out to you, bro. I helped you on that path because it cleared the dance floor.
It's his fault. If you mad at Nelly, it's BenHaMeen's fault.
I'm definitely a part of that, boy. I pushed country grammar. That man made a pop song about doing drive-bys. There is no disrespect to Nelly ever.
Yeah, down, baby.
Yeah, I mean, it's terrible, but you know, it is a detriment to society. But you know,
that's hilarious.
It was a jam.
That's hilarious. It was crazy for them to bring. I'm sorry, for them to bring up because I was wondering. Somebody asked about the Super Skrull serum recently, and we were talking about that. I want to say recently, and I wasn't ready for them to introduce it this way. I don't know how I thought they was going to introduce it, but he said, "Fuck it, we changing the powers and we got everything going." And then you see this. You didn't like this at all, did you, BenHaMeen?
Why not? I love that shit.
You like this scene? Okay.
I thought it was hard.
I thought that scene was hard too. I thought that scene was hard
too. Fuck.
Even though we saw it 50 times already.
Yeah, it happens a lot.
But no, that one was just one of the things that we saw
in the trailer.
In the trailer was all of them turning into Bridgerton.
And I was I was still anticipating it. And I call him Black Bridgerton, even though I know Bridgerton is pretty black, but he's still the black dude on it. Look,
that's the Black Bridgerton right there. It's all of them.
So, yeah, I loved it, even though I knew that was coming. And even when Talos walks into that room, I'm like, oh, this is that scene, ain't it? Yeah. But still, when he did it, that shit was hard. And then when the waitress walked back up to the table after, like, nothing, that shit was hard as fuck. Like, I'm a Skrull too. Don't get it twisted,
Everybody Skrulls. Who isn't a Skrull?
Big Skrulls.
Yeah. So no, I thought that was my issue with the show is that I understand what you're saying. Like, there's things about humans I hate. I constantly preach the idea that humanity is a plague on the earth. But that's my other issue. One, Gravik says he likes dogs. right? And he's down to blow up all the dogs too. Like he gonna just like that's where he loses me. Once you start like humanity, fine, you wipe them out. Well, I'm here too, but well, as long as we go swiftly, I don't feel nothing. I don't mind. But when you start wiping out dogs and shit, nah, fam, I got an extreme problem with you. They had nothing to do with any of this. All animals are just out there chilling, doing their thing, and you just don't, radiate the earth. That doesn't work for me.
But he's also willing to murk Skrulls. So if you willing to murk a Skrull, you gonna murk everybody.
Yeah,
everybody can get it.
Well, see, that's where he loses me. That's what I'm saying. That's where I cannot mess with Gravik's plan because it's like he's just too extreme and it don't make no sense because, like I say, you've already won. All you gotta do is just chill, manipulate things from the inside. You can go anywhere. You can beat anyone you want at any time. You can do whatever you want. You can ruin the lives of anyone you want to. You can change the world however you want to. So I don't get it.
Yeah, I think that what could have been cool there is a more moderate villain because we started to get what we got from Michael. What's Wallace's name in Black Panther? You know Wallace. Where's Wallace's string?
Killmonger.
Yeah, Killmonger. So
yeah.
when Muscle Bound Wallace, we watched him like be almost the perfect villain because he was right. And that like the best villains come from like righteous causes. So when you get Bridgerton, who has a semi-righteous cause, like fam, it's been 30 years. What we doing?
Yeah, but like, we ain't found another planet in like hundreds of years.
What happened? Help me out.
You had like humanity is out here finding planets every day. Like, fam, like, it's been 30 years and there's been mad shit going on in the 30, fam. A nigga came and snapped his fingers and wiped out half of y'all too.
That's a huge ask.
Could that out like is that? Can you buy me 5 years? We got blip, nigga.
That's a huge ask. Like it's a me and my million of homies. We ain't got nowhere to stay. You got a spare planet, bro?
Let me hold some planet. You know what I mean? Let me get you. If you just let me stay over there, you know what I'm saying? These niggas, the Skrulls down here putting their name on the orange juice. You know what I'm saying? They try. We could.
Yeah, no, for real.
We could have had them. We could have gave them do them like the Native Americans, give them Skrull reservations where they can grow all them plants. You know what I mean? Get them casinos and get them hooked on liquor. Like it'll be straight. A whole bunch of cool drunk Skrulls, and then we make a football team based on the Skrulls, the Seattle Skrulls. It's a whole lot of stuff we could do.
It's America. That's America. Nah, it's
Seattle Skrulls. The Seattle green faces.
They've
been playing basketball. We had a Skrull Michael Jordan. It would have been crazy.
That was my point, right? Like, if you're a Skrull, like that's why I would never be able to get down with Gravik because I would just be out wilding out, fam. I would just show up in the mall as Michael Jordan. You know what I mean? Dog, I'm on the court as old Michael Jordan in busted jeans and a busted t-shirt, and I busted niggas' asses. You know what I mean? That's like, yo, Jordan showed up today.
Jordan crazy. You know what's funny? You always used to hear those stories of Bill Murray showing up places. What if Bill Murray's a Skrull on Earth?
Yes, there we go. That's what I'm saying. I'm showing up anywhere as anyone, wilding out, dog, having the time of my life. Like, why would you blow this shit up?
It is weird that's just that's the end game. It's just blowing the whole world up.
Have y'all seen the pages from Secret Invasion where they show all the people like who have infiltrated all the Skrulls,
like internet pages?
No, it's from the
on the show. Oh no, I haven't gone through all of that.
There's a page in the comic where it's like a bunch of the screens, like folks that have been Skrulls the whole time. And I was like, yo, is that where Men in Black got it? When they was like Michael Jackson was popping up as a Skrull? Maybe. Is that, you know what I mean? When them is that the basis? Will Smith, did y'all jack Secret Invasion first?
No, because that's before Secret Invasion jacked Will Smith.
Oh, well, so I moved in.
Marvel. That's right. That would have been like late 90s, early 2000s, something, maybe like early 2000s.
Yeah, Men in Black is a long time ago, boy. That
would have been 97, 96.
I'm sorry, I'm old.
I feel you. It predates
at one point,
Invasion.
It all kind of just
it all folds together. Yeah,
that's what Google's for. Google, what year this came out? My bad.
Yeah, I feel you.
My fault. It's so last week, totally switching gears. Last week, the question was
I don't know how this is a question. I was really upset at the internet for not seeing.
Well, the question was because I mean, at the end of the episode, it's does he know? Does he not know?
He met her,
and apparently he just met a Skrull, and he liked the way she looked, and
no, he met her already. She's the one who introduces him to Gravik,
right?
But he already knew she was a Skrull.
This is kind of the point of Secret Invasion, right? Is
okay, I guess.
Do we know? Do we not know? And they gave it to us on that plate.
They handed it to you, early.
They was like green and then Soul Sister. Like, hold on, you know what I mean? It's like, and everybody, we watch movies and we're triggered by certain movie conventions, and that was one of the ones where she changed and what nothing different. Nobody said nothing and all that.
Right.
So we figured it out, but then this week they did it to us. Like I
was surprised.
Like he know, but he don't know everything.
Oh, I knew that. See, that's the thing. I knew that he knew her already. I could figure that one, like that maybe he met her as a Skrull and then she turned into a black woman and he didn't realize that was the same thing and he'd been married to her all this time. But I figured that he knew she was a Skrull, all that, right? I knew all that. But I didn't realize this was the way they were going with it.
Right.
But as soon as she said, all that time you've been going, I went back to who I was like, oh, you working with Gravik because she introduced you to Gravik, nigga. Like, this is who she was. She was a rebellious ass woman.
She gave that goddamn Skrulls a whole human.
Here you go. She been a secret agent the whole time.
I mean, I don't think so. I think she fell in love with Fury, and then Fury left her. Like, she got a more issue than Gravik does. You know what I mean? That's a realer issue.
Because it's emotional ties and everything
they're
attached
married.
to it as well. Yeah.
This man dies for 5 years, comes back to life, and is like, all right, I'm out.
She won him twice.
Yeah. Come on. What person? Not even what woman. What person? Imagine. Your significant other, dies, comes back to life. Because that's the thing. That's what people don't understand about the Marvel Universe. When Thanos blipped them out of existence, nobody was sitting around like, oh yeah, one day the Avengers are gonna fix this.
Right.
That was it. Half of the universe was gone, and they all knew it, and they all had to sit with that fact for the rest of their lives. That some purple nigga out of nowhere one day popped into New York, fought with these niggas for 5 minutes, and then vanished off to Wakanda, and you didn't even know about that shit because it's fucking Wakanda. And remember, this all happened in one day. Like this purple nigga in this ship comes down. There's a big fight in New York. They vanish. And then later on that day, half of the world disappears. And that's it. It ain't like they're like, oh yeah, somebody's gonna fix this. No, that's it. And then, man, 5 years go on. So you just sitting there like, damn,
And you think somebody, somebody was like knee deep in some, I mean? And then
all of that.
He was like,
yeah.
And he blipped like a mug.
Yeah, I mean, what if one of them,
give me my blip show.
Wait, fam, you never watched The Leftovers?
Oh,
nah.
I mean, because fuck.
Yeah.
Because something like that. I mean, what you just described is what happens in The Leftovers. Yeah.
I need my blip show, man. I need my Marvel presents the blip, and it's Marvel's version of Black Mirror. Each episode is a blip story. Just one blip story told at a time. But that's
the problem with me saying you should watch The Leftovers is like it's kind of a non-Marvel blip show. Only the first season is like such a challenge to get through. Not that, and the problem is the first season is also like the whole novel that the show's based off of. So if you're not into the first season, you may not tap in to season 2 and definitely season 3, where like the show not only gets good, it's consistently great. But the basis of that show is literally a blip. And there's people, all those scenarios where you're driving a car, you knee deep in something good, and you can't
imagine if that's the finish.
It.
You like, ah,
nigga, he was just in the bed, like, picking up the sheets and shit, like that.
Dust. Infinity dust.
And and again, and in the show, nobody said, so just so y'all know, this purple nigga named Thanos had these rings and or these stones, and he snapped his fingers. Nobody said that. It was just where did however many percent
144,000, because it's the biblical shit. It's 144,000 people vanish at once.
Gone.
So Marvel got the Balchinians from I'm sorry, the and Men in Black got the Balchinians from Thanos.
No,
Thanos is a Balchinian.
The Balchinians and Thanos just share a remarkable resemblance.
That's just how they draw people from outer space.
That's what Men in Black would have us believe.
Make sure you add the bald chin. No, that's crazy.
Aliens actually have bald chins.
What do y'all think the top 5 Skrull tells should be? Like, I think
on that note, I think that the fact that Maria Hill got shot, I guess it was a chaotic situation like that, but
what's going on?
Yeah, the fact that they didn't have nothing pre-planned for a situation like that felt
a
kind of
code word or something.
Yeah. The number one thing is always, but the thing is they've kind of got that defeated with that mind thing. Because the first thing you always do is something that someone else wouldn't know. Like that's the thing. Not enough people know Nick Fury to know, no one calls him Nick. So that's going, and they know his name is Nick Fury. So.
What else is there though?
Because I'm sure a great deal of the government calls him Nick, her.
Oh, that was too easy.
Yeah, I'm gonna take the
outstanding. What could because actually it is crazy. They got them motherfuckers. They just sitting up there.
If they still wear K-Swiss, they is Skrull.
If you see me walking around drinking a cranberry and vodka, slap it out my hand and then chop me in the neck. And if I turn green, call my mom or somebody. Like, cause
same. If you
all
see
Philadelphia Eagles fans, every single one, Skrull,
gangrene.
See,
it's the name. Damn.
Oh. I would say LA Clippers fans, then I got to throw them in there too.
I like it. I like it. God dang it.
This is crazy.
As a diehard Lakers fan, got to take that shot. Oh, fuck it. While we're here, Hampton. You know what I mean? All the Hamptons.
Oh, wow.
Probably. No.
Not Hampton. He didn't mean it. That was
you're not the real HU. You're a Skrull.
Jesus Christ.
We don't go that hard on our disrespect for Hampton.
Yeah, we just
big respect to Hampton, just not the real HU.
y'all not the real, but y'all not Skrulls. That's what we say.
Straight up,
Slow down. Damn. I did. Was there any?
You got a whole Dada sweatsuit. You are a Skrull.
Everybody involved in the House Party remake.
Oh,
wow. LeBron too? It was LeBron's the Skrull
LeBron
came in and said,
there's a reason why he's got 20 years in the lead. Folks.
Facts. His hairline is just mold back. Yeah. Damn, I'm never getting that interview, am I?
Ever. That's the end of that one.
You was the one that's like Michael B. Jordan. You was the one that called me a Skrull in high school.
Yeah, I know you.
I said, I remember.
Pull up the tape.
Corny,
pull up the tape.
Right. Yeah.
Gravik, pull up the tape. Pull up the tape. No, that's crazy. That's funny. Gravik, pull up the tape. Nah, so actually the other thing that was remember we were talking last week, fam. We were wondering about Gravik and maybe he didn't want to see Skrulls getting murked or the violent side of Gravik.
No. To the
look
face.
Look you right in your face.
But cut her off too. I like that. I always love a cut off. Like, yeah, whatever. You know? That's enough of that. You know?
So, but it's something to how he be in the in the passenger seat in them cars, because he always like zone out weird. Like he like disassociate when he in the car. Like, I like the sound of the engine. Like, I don't know what's going on, but it's something like going weird on in them cars where he
damn ready to kill somebody. You got to disassociate a little bit when you're gonna murk somebody out that you've known for years. Like
when you're gonna start a whole world war, blowing up a United Nations plane or whatever. Like, Jesus. And that dude was shook. He's you sure? This must be a mistake.
But then his man still tried to do it. His man tried to nah.
He said, "Put the key in there,
fam.
boy.
I'm putting that key in there. I don't give a damn what."
Listen to orders, bro. Damn.
He tried to rush that key in there real quick.
We all know that guy.
Yeah. It's on the paper. No, it says so on the paper.
How to do
Get your key.
That's the nigga that's going to take them goddamn MapQuest directions into the lake.
No, see, that nigga was a Skrull. That nigga was like, I'm getting this plan done.
Yeah, he knew his job. He knew his job.
He was like, put the key in and hit turn, dog.
Big Skrull. Big Skrull.
I'm with it. They've got how many more episodes left?
3. We halfway through.
3. And Gravik's plan has not gotten more logical. 3 left in.
Or was the order for the because wifey went to the safety deposit box and grabbed a gun.
She did not expect to see a gun.
Yeah, the blicky. It was the blicky.
She did not expect to see the blicky.
She got a job to do.
She knew there's a job, and that's why she was sent to the safe deposit box. But she didn't expect to see the blicky in the safe deposit box, and that's murk out your husband
right immediately.
Yeah,
and you're not even talking to Gravik. You talking to Gravik boy.
Yeah, who's definitely a dick.
Yeah, like they made you. We know he gotta die.
Yeah, he definitely died.
There's nothing redeemable about his character. He's dry. He a douche to everybody he talk to. He gotta go. And we gonna be happy.
Yeah.
And then when Gravik go, we're gonna be like, oh no, Bridgerton, you was tripping, but you was cool a little bit.
No. After he shot up Khaleesi, he gotta go. That was like. Yeah, even though it was hilarious, it still was like way too much. Yeah.
Yeah, true. I guess
because she was like, "Are you the Skrulls' savior or the killer?" I was like, "Who cares?"
You asking the wrong questions.
You won't be around to find out.
How about that?
Are you trying to kick knowledge?
Trying to get smart.
I'm with it. No,
my brother. Better order my food.
I said, with cheese.
I said with cheese. That's amazing. That's amazing.
That's my favorite line though. Is you trying to get smart? That's the one. You trying to get smart? That shit always kills me. You trying to get smart?
We broke BenHaMeen. Yo, that's amazing.
Oh man.
Yes, mission accomplished. Nah, what? So, were there any other takeaways from the episode? I feel like we may have covered most of the ground, right?
Well, I mean, we know the one thing we didn't talk about. I mean, is that we know she ain't dead, right? She's in.
Oh, Shorty, Khaleesi.
Yeah, Khaleesi ain't dead. We've seen in the preseason trailers and all that. It's scenes we ain't seen yet. Her and I think the one thing I remember is her and Nick Fury wife back to back. You know what I'm saying? On some.
Did we hear a noise? I don't remember. Did we hear a noise of her changing?
We see her.
We saw her. We saw her as a Skrull. Yeah.
That's right. We saw her body as a Skrull. Yeah.
Because he didn't wait around to see. Was that not her? Was that another Skrull?
I would have to go back and check that screenshot versus her.
I think she could have just turned back into a Skrull and be like, "Well, I'm
and not be dead." It's like you made it look like the Good Times cover. That's great. That's great. No, I can see that. I was.
Wait, like she just took a bullet and just like, and he nah, bro. If that nigga's that sloppy, like,
he drive away.
He made the look Kevin Hart.
He's gone. Maybe. I was. My main thought was, what is she working on that she could only do 3 episodes? But I couldn't think of anything that would have been.
I just don't think they could afford it. That's what I tweeted. I was like, well, I guess they can't. The budget only goes so far.
It is a whole AI intro, which
you think it's being cheap.
It was with all of the conversation about AI with creatives, especially with the Writers Association and everything. I was kind of surprised that the time this show came out, it was a full, and you could tell. I've seen those AI videos. You could tell.
Don't ever, underestimate greed or corporations, ability to not give a fuck.
That's true.
That's why they all look like Garbage Pail Kid versions of themselves when they got that intro. It's like, that's like Samuel L. Jackson on the front of it. You know what I'm saying?
That's what they did. They had someone go in and say, "Give me a green." I mean, somebody came up with the ideas, but they then grabbed those videos or whatever and put them in there. Yeah. And they weren't and I thought it was going to be them saying, "No, y'all wilding," but no, they were like, "Yeah, it's AI." Mm-hmm. People helped out, but no, it was AI.
And they try to explain it like, this is a show about no, fam, no.
Yeah, that was what the press.
This ain't a show about AI. This is a show about some aliens, dog. This ain't a show about machinery. This ain't the Matrix. Like if this was the Matrix series, I'd be like, okay, cool. Nah, bro. Reach.
Come reach with me. Come on, reach a little bit.
They're doing the shot we seen in the trailer when Gravik uses the Groot arm. Doing that reach over there.
That was the budget.
That's the budget.
The budget.
Yeah.
There was like, if Feige was like, hey, look, how much exactly do a chat GPT intro cost?
Yeah.
Nothing.
You could download that. Yeah. Well, because and it's not like that. It's not like that's crazy because they said that there were changes made to She-Hulk because of what it would have cost to have her be more CGI. Hulk more often.
1985 changes from Skrull to people to Skrull. They were like in the van.
These niggas walked behind the wall, and then it's suddenly
exterior.
He comes out. The other
dude changed.
Yeah, nigga walk behind the bus, and then the other dude walk out. Like, I was like, come on, fam.
Yo, next episode they just gonna they gonna come out the overcoat like Eddie Kane.
Shine. Jesus Christ. On that note, BenHaMeen, this has been fun. This is great having you here. Thank you for coming through. Is there anything you want to shout out? This is your time, actually. Let me put you on the big screen. Shout out whatever you want to shout out right now to the people. You're talking directly to our people.
Well, real quick, I just want to shout out For All Nerds. We are the Multicultural Maestros. We're a podcast and an organization about showcasing geek and pop culture from the perspective of people of color. This is our 10th anniversary. We've been doing it for a minute now, and you can find all about us all over the net. You can follow me at DJ BenHaMeen on all social platforms, or you can also follow at For All Nerds on everything from Twitter all the way to the new joint still. All of the page. You can also get some of our merch at forallnerds.com, like this shirt I'm rocking right now. The Anti-Scroll Social Club. Yeah, there we go. The Anti-Scroll Social Club. One of my favorite designs. It's got the nice, smooth, puffy print. You can get that on forallnerds.com, and we got a bunch of other stuff. And then, like we said before, please pre-order Jimi Hendrix Purple Haze. Available November 7th, but you can pre-order it now from Titan Comics. Just call up your local comic book store or bookstore, or hit up Amazon if you have to, and pre-order that joint right now. I promise you it's well worth the money. Like, no shade to Marvel, but they just put out a book a week or two ago that was like $8, and it was like 30 pages or maybe. And this joint's $122 for $30. So, and it's hardcover. Like, like, bam, it's a deal. It's a steal. And I mean, yeah, it was $8, and it was the story was not there. No shade, but the story was not there, y'all. You know it wasn't. No
things happen.
Yeah, no shade, but come on, y'all gotta do better for $8. That's ridiculous. So yeah, this is $30 hardcover Jimi Hendrix graphic novel, Afrofuturistic tale. Black people in space, Black people living to the end in space, all of that. Doing great things, using magic and music and futuristic stuff. I mean, it's just so much ill shit in this book, man. I just cannot wait. There's so much stuff I can't talk about yet. Like, there's a villain who's one of my favorite characters ever created and just has one of the illest looks. And I actually had to Google to make sure nobody had done this look when I thought of it, and no one has. So I'm, I don't even know if I can say proud of that. It's just so weird that I love it. But yeah, there's a lot in this book. It's amazing. Jimi Hendrix, Purple Haze, November 7th, written by me and Mello Brown, and art by Tom Mandrake. And god damn it, I should have the colorist's name, but I don't. So sorry, my G.
Really quick before we get out of here, what is the best non-Nelly record to save a party?
Wow. I mean, there's so many, but bat that ass up.
Hey, that's very timely.
Very timely.
Very,
what I mean? Timely. And like for years. I played it at a wedding recently, and I played it at this bar in Brooklyn the other night, and both times crushed it.
That's what it is, man. Hey, listen, I believe we have lost my brother Cal. The Skrulls done got him. You know what I'm saying? The Skrulls, I think they got him. I told you, he too close to Philly, all in Philly fan. Anyway, at Cal on Twitter, you know what I'm saying? At Black Wrestler on everything. IlFam790, your social media choice, on Anderson Podcast, and you know what I'm saying? Cedric the Senator, that is me smelling like that, man. Hey, man, we synced it. You synced it, man, and we out, man. Peace.
Thank you.